So who even knows?
28.
Yeah, but we don't even do that.
You're right.
Bum 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 bum. Live
From New York, it's...
Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's not. I'm messing
Yeah,
with you.
I went
okay.
right in for it.
It's welcome to It Doesn't,
Doesn't
Matter. And this is Gus
Fink. We got special effects.
Woo, special
Who
effects.
are you, though?
I am Emmy Boz.
Yeah.
And behind the camera and all the craziness is Louis.
Lois.
I need my own graphic.
Woo. Yeah, I know you do need your own graphic. Just hold up a little shitty sign and be like, Louis. Yeah, like on a stick.
Email Bill Gates.
No, don't email him.
He'll send you one.
So you need to hold it. Just write it on a paper towel.
Today's episode is going to be character review. Will be Spawn versus Hellboy.
Yes, I have taken Hellboy because of many reasons, and he has taken Spawn because of many personal reasons.
And if a lot of people are here, we're going to be giving away. We could be giving away this or something else.
Effie the Clown or somebody else. We got a lot of plush toys.
We got some new stuff.
For the people with the best comment.
Yeah,
person with the best comment. Not people. That makes it sound like a lot of people. One person with a good comment.
There's only one winner, folks.
One winner. So.
Do you want to do the questions from the internet?
Let's do questions from the internet. I really want to do questions from the internet.
Cool. So this one's from @Minkster, okay? And they want to know if you inherited, right? Maybe you have a great uncle you didn't know about, and you inherited Cabbage Patch Kid farmland. Okay?
Wait. What? Okay.
Yeah. What would you do with the real growing babies?
Oh, I get farmland that the Cabbage Patch is growing, like
it's
that
like
scary.
It's like you get a phone call and you're like, "This is a scam. This has got to be a scam." And they go, "Ma'am, no, this is legit. It's worth $4 million. It's property. If you don't want it, and it's all legit."
I'm gonna.
And then they're like, you go there and you see like you hear like maybe you hear something like little cries. They're muffled, and then you look and there's a Cabbage Patch farmland of real.
But am I growing
babies.
dolls or these real kids?
These are real looking babies. They look a little bit like Cabbage Patch Kids.
So they're living
with their
children.
Real. They're growing
out of cabbages.
Yes. So what do you do with the babies?
Hard pass. I will not buy the farmland. I don't want that
wait,
responsibility.
hold on.
You just said
it's
do
yours.
I or do I not?
Hold on, you inherited it. So if you bypass, so you're selling it.
Then I'm selling it.
But that could be bad. Think about it.
Oh, don't go down.
What's going to happen to those babies while they're
hatching? Okay, I'm going to keep it, and then I'm going to have them all work for my company, and they can all just do things I don't want to do.
Where some people might call that.
Nope, I'm adopted.
They're kids. Okay.
They're my children. I adopt them.
Well,
they work for me.
That's cool. What would you do, Louis?
I gotta be honest. I was thinking about Sour Patch Kids the whole time.
Okay. Yeah. That's good.
Were for some reason.
Wow.
It was just like
I heard Sour Patch Kids.
That's cool.
And I was like, I want candy.
That's a brilliant answer, by the way. Let's just go with that.
Gone. I feel like they would just they would fuck around with the crops. They would grow candy. They burn your crops for fun.
Oh, a whole garden full of Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Those little bad guys.
Yeah.
That's interesting too.
No, they start fires.
Because those kids
start fires. I've seen those commercials.
Bad.
Yeah.
But who do you think's worse, though? Think about it.
Ooh.
The Cabbage Patch Kids, if they were real and you had them a farm, or the Sour Patch. I still think the Sour Patch might be worse.
They're worse. They're evil.
Now, what about the Garbage Pail Kids?
Yeah, watch. Your trash can might be full of them. Watch out.
Are they in the conversation? Can
they
enter this farm?
I like it, but no.
No.
Why?
She said no.
I don't like them. They're stupid.
I
like them a lot.
You guys would love them.
I do.
He loves them. It's
a love-hate relationship.
We have effing stickers of the Cabbage Patch Kids.
I just got in the mail
a
pack of Garbage Pail Kids today.
What are you doing? What is he buying? I'm not like
behind your back.
It's just shit. It's just tons of
No.
shit.
It's got a purpose to it and a point. It does. It always does. Anyways, you want another question from the net?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got questions from the chat.
Okay, let's go with that.
Sorry, you got to pause.
Great.
Well, Sergey says, love your hair, both of you.
Oh, thanks.
And any weird phobias?
Any weird phobias that we have?
Yeah.
Oh, I got plenty. I'm scared of zombies. I'm scared of stray bullets. That's a weird phobia. I don't like using public restrooms. I'd rather pee outside.
People telling me they made this pudding for me. I'm scared.
Yeah.
People saying I made this soup just for you, because everyone knows I hate soup.
He hates soup. He hates soup.
How do you hate soup?
He hates everything about it.
Don't get me. I mean, it all started. My grandmother would say "zoop," and
The
which I noticed. This is a simulation because after that, years after she died, I think Zoop became a business, you know?
Yeah.
And
They had a viral TikTok.
but she always had it on her chin. Well, and she's like, "Don't you want some Zoop?"
What the fuck?
And so it just, you know, it's this little kid thing, and I love my grandmother.
I gotta
She's cool,
tell you, we were probably on like our like 30th date or something. Me and
30th
him.
date.
I don't know. It was when we were at my
She
family's
loves them.
restaurant.
Yeah.
It was when we were at my family's restaurant. I forgot. I keep forgetting he doesn't like soup, right? And the
Oh,
waitress
yeah.
is at the table,
Oh, yeah.
and this is like a fancy restaurant, and she goes, "These are the soups," and I lean over
These are
to
early
him.
days.
This is the early days. And I lean over to him, being nice, and I go, "Hey, do you want any soup?" He very calmly leans over to me, holding the menu up, says, "If you ever ask me if I want soup again, I'm gonna smash this plate in front of me." He goes, "I'm gonna freak the fuck out."
I'm gonna come back
Like,
and find
but
this
he
plate.
said it very calmly, and then from then on, I was like, he doesn't like soup. Like, but he was like, "I'm
Yeah.
gonna break everything on this fucking table." I'm like, my grandmother was at the table, and I was like, he doesn't want soup.
And now I just smash it over my head.
Yeah.
The whole bowl. I see a bowl of
So you
soup.
hate it that much?
Boom.
He hates soup. He
Yeah.
hates.
I still
chili.
drink it. If it smashes over my head, whatever gobbles down, gobbles down.
This was like this is like 2011 Gus.
Oh
Fring.
yeah, this is a old
This is a
time
long
ago.
time ago. This is when he was,
this
like-
is short hair. This is
Short hair.
stressed out. Really
Yeah, he was
stressed
more
out.
stressed back then.
Yeah.
Like now he's like chill. Now
This
now
is-
he'd probably eat the soup if he put it in front of him. At least fuck with
This
it.
was
probably.
way
Yeah.
before I was able to relax and enjoy my life a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
I just
Fair.
like that. If you ever ask me if I want soup again, I'm gonna fucking break everything on this table in front of your grandmother. It's like,
All right, that's a no on the soup.
that's a no in the soup.
Yeah, I just like the fact that you stuck with it after that. You're
Because
like,
that was such a psychotic, calm
Yeah.
response. I was like, not gonna.
That's
ask
up
him
your
about
alley.
soup.
That's up your
yeah.
alley,
I mean,
though.
I like that. It resonated
Yeah.
with me clearly.
It is.
That's good.
It's a good mobster movie line. to
I don't
use.
like the soup.
If you ever give me the soup again.
I need soup in
Like,
my
it's
asshole.
definitely Goodfellas.
Yeah.
I need
Uh,
soup in my asshole.
Any other weird phobias?
any other weird phobias for me? Well, soup in general. We'll go with that.
He wasn't
No.
touching door handles before the pandemic. I'll tell you that. This boy don't.
I
Touch
mean, I
door
just use my
handles.
common sense. I really don't. I like to live in no fear. You know, that's my big
So you're a
thing.
germaphobe.
No,
I
he's
mean, not
I don't-
really.
No, he's done too many goofy shit to be.
No,
a
actually,
germaphobe.
after the pandemic, once the pandemic happened, I actually got better about germs.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, okay, yeah. You embrace them.
Yeah, I was like, oh, if everyone's against them now, like this, I was like, I don't care.
He's Dwight
Yeah.
Schrute it.
Yeah.
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 Making out people on the street. Why not?
Ah.
My kid was licking everything, you know?
Yeah.
Swing sets.
And I was like, and I was just laughing because I was like, I'm not afraid of anything. I don't like to be afraid,
No,
you know?
phobias are just fun little quirks, really. I
Yeah.
think.
I mean, I still get scared. I just try not to, you know? That's why I make dark art. It's like if I
Yeah.
understand the creepy stuff, then you're not really afraid of it as much.
If I told you guys I was Morse cruciphobic,
What the hell is
What's
that?
what would you think it is?
Morse code.
You think I'm afraid of Morse code?
Yeah.
Morse cruciphobic?
Morse.
cruciphobic.
Morse coos. Being in close quarters with a moose.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with like couscous. You're
All
afraid
right.
of couscous.
The
I'm-
pasta?
I'm afraid
Sure.
of ketchup.
Oh, are you?
Afraid. Well,
Straight up.
don't watch Kenny vs. Spenny. Who's a bigger idiot?
Yeah, because they smear
How have I
ketchup.
seen that?
Because
one?
he like
He covers
Ketchup
himself in
everywhere.
ketchup.
I would have a panic attack. I like your
Yeah.
reaction to soup is
Yeah.
my reaction to ketchup.
so. Something must have happened as a kid, and that's where things happen.
Did
Maybe.
something happen as a kid? Where did the ketchup bottle
Ketchup's
come
Like,
every-
my
from?
brother loves ketchup. He puts on everything. I
Okay,
remember
that's
one
what it
time-
is. That's what
I
it is.
vaguely remember one time we had KFC. We were splitting a chicken tender.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he put ketchup in
And
a chicken
just-
tender?
Oh
All
yeah.
of it, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't have any.
Oh.
And it made me nauseous.
Let's get him.
Let's get
That's
him. Let's
good.
just get him.
Let's get him. Let's rent a
Coming
van
for you.
and get him.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cute. That's a cute
That is
story.
cute.
That's probably what it is for you. That's a little
Is-
kid. That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
but I never got over it. I'm still afraid of it. I still
Yeah,
hate it. I
yeah.
get violent. It's crazy.
You
I
should
get
get.
violent. I know
I'll
it's
tell
a,
you what. I'll get over my soup thing, and because I know I can. If you get over the ketchup, we'll do it together.
I mean, if Lewis
If we
was
do it
locked,
together, I'll do it.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
and I will become both of your fears and be soup in one hand and ketchup
But
in the other.
How about ketchup soup?
I
I get
will
to
help
pick.
you
I get to pick
both.
the soup. I get to pick the soup.
No,
But then I'm not. Doing it.
I'm not doing it.
I get to pick the ketchup and it's mustard.
Yeah.
Do they
mustard,
still make
ketchup,
goobers?
gay
Do they
cousin.
still make peanut butter and jelly goobers in one? Do they? The
I don't even
tin?
think they make goobers.
Because I feel like it's gone. I was
I
thinking
think
about
it
that
is
recently.
gone. I
I
think
haven't
it's gone
seen it in a
because it's
while.
disgusting.
We have some more
Oh,
chat.
sorry, yeah.
We
Yeah, let's
got,
go.
Lovia says, but soup though.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I love soup if it matters. I love soup so much.
Yeah,
A
me
nice soup with a nice little piece of bread.
Cream of anything. Cream,
Yeah,
cream of
yeah.
cum.
Uh-oh. Wow. He said it first.
I love soup. I
Male or
really
female
do.
cum?
Broccoli cheese is probably my favorite soup. Yeah.
There you
Broccoli
go.
cheese, definitely.
Sergey says, not necessarily phobia, but wet socks, vomit emoji.
Oh, I
Well,
hate. Well, yeah,
I
damn
don't-
socks, wet socks.
I'm
that's-
highly against wet socks.
Oh, me too.
Definitely.
If a sock gets wet, I step in something wet on the floor in my house, I immediately just rip the
But
sock off.
I have
like
a hack.
it's
I have a
time
wet
bomb.
sock hack.
Throw it out.
This is a mental hack.
What?
If you have a wet sock and you can't take it off, you have to deal with it. Just pretend you're a little kid having fun. That's my hack. Like just the mindset when you were young. When you were young,
I was trying to
that
picture
mindset
that,
when you're
like,
young is like.
Why were your socks wet when you were young?
Because you're a kid, you just run around like a monster. You just run
Yeah.
around like an idiot. Like you
Sounds
just,
like good old fashioned piss socks.
Yeah.
That's what. Whoa. That's terrible. They're warm at first.
Should we take question? Is there any other questions?
There's one more. I see one more. Liv
Okay.
asks, how many pets have you guys owned in your lifetime, and what was the most unique pet you guys had?
Oh man,
Hmm.
most unique pet we've had was probably our older daughter's, bearded dragon, and its name was Soup. Funny.
What?
She
Soup
named
the dragon?
Soup McSupper.
Soup McSupper because I hate the word supper.
Okay.
And he
I
doesn't
don't
like
like
soup,
soup.
so our older daughter was like, then its name will be Soup McSupper.
Yeah.
And she had to go to college, and we wanted it to have attention.
Yeah.
So one of his best friends adopted it, and now it's
Yeah.
like living its best damn little bearded dragon life.
My son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he even went to the thing goes to the skate park and stuff.
Really?
Like it's having a great time.
When I was a kid, I discovered that the property that my mom owned, it was like she owned this like property. It was a couple $1,000s, and on it there was newts, like newts and
Those
weird
little
lizards.
salamander guy
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, and salamanders, and I started collecting with my brother, and those things like we had so many, it like almost gave me nightmares and made me sick. So we had to like I had to give them back to the nature because like I couldn't handle it. We had like 20 of them, and then like at first we loved it, and then it was just so many.
Where were
and
they?
It was just like it was.
Where
getting-
were they that you had
I had
them?
like a tank, like a fish tank.
Oh, okay, and they were just like slopping around.
Yeah, it was getting bad, so we just went right back. And
How
put
is
them
it
back in
getting
nature.
bad? See, like his childhood was so fucked up.
It was,
really
Newts involved.
Newt,
got, like-
20 newts and it got
It was like
bad.
a hot box, stink box, you know.
Oh god, they're probably like
And
baking in there, and there's like
I was little. I was like 7, you know.
yeah,
so
you don't know any better.
I didn't know nothing.
That's like when you're little. Like I would be like
Yeah.
with my cousin, we'd be like, we caught a frog. We'll take care of it. Dead.
Yeah, it just burns in the sun.
Yeah, like it's just like it's in
Yeah.
the glass bottle. Like. Like I love you.
right.
Yeah.
Nick would take the dead bodies like out of the skimmer, like the ones that would drown in pools at our grandparents' house, and he'd be like, "Gross," just like they'd be dead. They'd be dead already.
Yeah.
Like I would not have stood for that injustice.
Yeah.
I'm
You stood by as a little kid. You
yeah.
Stood by.
Well, I didn't know any better. I was like, dead body, huck it.
Yeah, of course.
Now you'd now I'd have a funeral for him and cry. I found a dead mouse outside our house, and I like wept openly the other day. I was like,
Yeah.
he had his life in front of him.
He was just a kid.
Gus was like, yeah. Are there any other questions on there? Should we ask?
No,
Read
sure.
from, okay, read from the ones that people submitted.
Okay, so if you had to live inside of a horror movie for 21 days,
Mm-hmm.
which one would you be cool with living? And this is by Tonky Flanks 27.
Hunky flanks, yeah.
Yeah.
Live inside a horror movie.
Yeah, you have to live inside. Which horror movie are you going to live in? You have 21 days locked in. Which one are you picking?
And how close of proximity do I have to be to the horror icon, though?
What do you mean?
Like the first thing that came to my mind is I could live in The Exorcist if I was like the neighbor in the house that didn't get affected. Like that's easy.
Then you'd have to. Yeah, I mean,
Like, oh,
Yeah.
she's having a hell of a time over there. That's great.
that's
I
great.
I hate to be her.
Like I would do that.
That's great.
Like that was the first
Would you?
thing that popped in my head.
How much would you participate though?
I wouldn't at all.
Like you wouldn't like talk to
No,
the
I
priest?
wouldn't. I would not say I have my thoughts and prayers.
Would you go?
I wouldn't even fucking look at that house.
Okay, but would you
I
be
would
scared?
actively-
Would you be scared to leave the town?
I would order like
'Cause you-
Grubhub
'cause you're in
and
the
shit. And I just would leave the house. I'd be like, don't look at that
Grubhub.
house.
I don't know if they have Grubhub in the original Exorcist.
Well, I mean, we gotta. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, we
then-
have to establish these rules.
Yeah.
well, in the stupid, crappy new Exorcist, I'm sure they did because it was like these times.
Okay, but we have to have a rule. You have to like if it's if it's a house, if it's a house that takes place in, you're there. You're there.
But
Okay.
it, but
So-
if it's,
so-
We're in
So
the
you're
narrative.
there's an extra bedroom in the house. There's an extra bedroom, and you're in that bedroom. That's where you would be.
oh,
It's
God,
in the
okay.
Airbnb.
Oh shit! This is.
I don't think you'd
then
like
I wouldn't
that.
Pick, then I wouldn't pick The Exorcist
No.
because you didn't. They didn't
Well-
clarify, and I said I would be the neighbor. Like that fucking sucks. I gotta move after this.
That's
like,
hilarious, though.
Yeah.
That would be really funny.
That would be my.
I picture
that
like a
would be-
Family Guy animation today.
Yeah, like- I wouldn't.
pretty bad today.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, I wouldn't offer them thoughts or prayers. I wouldn't send a casserole or my concerns. I would be like headphones, and I would just play video games all day until like my time was
Yeah,
up.
and it has to be horror, so you can't say Groundhog Day.
Even if they pound on my door for help, I'd be like, next house. Like,
No, thank you, please. No, thank you.
no, thank you, no, thank you.
Yeah, so it's got to be so.
Or like my other answer is Jaws, and I don't go to the beach.
Do you just watch from
Yeah.
afar? Like, oh, that shark's really going crazy.
I'm like, man, he
To me,
is
that's not
ruining
that's not
this.
even a horror movie.
He's
Jaws. In
ruining
my
the-
book,
It-
Jaws
it's
is
such
not
a
horror.
horror
I
movie.
agree.
You agree?
I don't
Okay,
think it's a
cool.
horror movie.
I never met
It's-
anyone that agreed.
Are you scared?
Thank you.
Watching him eat
No,
people,
I
it
was
ruined me when I was little. I
Yeah.
wouldn't go in the ocean.
I see it as like a thriller blockbuster. I don't see it
Yeah,
as like a
yeah,
horror
yeah.
movie.
Definitely
Well-
not horror. I like that. I like that it kind of is though.
Godzilla, and I don't go to Japan.
Yeah.
That's like-
Man,
yeah.
Japan's having a hell of a time with that.
Oh
Over
yeah.
there.
Hope he doesn't come over here. He's big enough that he could, but I
He
think
could. So I'm sure there's some movie that he comes here. Right? Yeah. So
aliens, and I don't go to outer space.
You're just home.
I
I'm
just,
saying,
I just
the-
get the telegraph that
but
my,
the rule would be.
when I'm 90 years old, my mom's still the same age and is
yeah.
aliens.
But the
Predator,
rule would
you're not in the
be.
woods.
No, but the thing is, it would be that.
yeah.
So that's what you gotta pick.
Five Nights at Freddy's, and I locked
What if?
myself outside.
But what if? Okay, so what if you're locked in?
You know what? I would do Five Nights at Freddy's because I'm confident I could just hide in a ceiling rafter
Yeah.
and those fuckers wouldn't find me.
Yeah.
I get real small fast.
Right. Right. That's
And,
true.
and like I'd just piss myself if I had to go to the bathroom. I'd be like,
Yeah, I would not be scared of Five Nights at Freddy's. was
well,
the
they're
one. But
mechanical
that
machines
one
that
thing
get
was
all.
kind of crazy, right? It kind of came after them.
Which
The
one?
movie's bad. You don't need to.
Well,
see
no,
it.
I'm talking
I've
about.
seen it.
Oh,
I'm
you
talking
did?
about. I'm talking about the
Wasn't there a part where like something like got thrown or like found a person?
the little cupcake thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cupcake?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'd be worried about that.
Yeah, those things are evil.
Yeah.
I would say Five Nights at Freddy's only because I want to know if I can kick those robots' ass.
Did you see
I want
what?
to know.
Yeah.
Did you see Willy's Wonderland?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I
Oh
did.
God.
Which movie you like more? Which is a better
Well, I was
movie?
wondering that. I loved
Yeah,
it.
I just didn't like
it
that
is
Nick
too.
Cage didn't talk the whole time.
Why
I
did
feel like
he-
I feel like that was in his
He
contract.
had nothing to say.
Yeah, he was like, I just wanna
That
drink
was in his
energy
contract. I
drink.
think he said, "I will not
I
speak
think
in
he
this
was
movie."
like, I'll do this movie if I don't have to fucking
Yeah,
talk.
he
And
probably
they're
took like less. He probably took like half what he normally.
He probably
does.
showed up, farted, and did the same few
Yeah.
scenes, and like he probably wanted
He-
to do it in like 2
he
days.
drank a lot of
That was a
soda.
spec script for Five Nights at Freddy's.
Of course.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah,
just like
yeah.
repurposed it at the last minute.
Well, think. I mean, it would have been a worse movie if it was Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
I love that it's a knockoff and that he kept playing pinball and drinking soda.
Yeah.
Like, so right, he was drinking soda, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was doing a bunch. He was so weird in them. I
Yeah.
love. You ever seen Mandy?
I haven't.
don't know.
I heard it's really
We
good.
saw Pig. We saw Pig.
We did. I was really drunk, so I don't remember too much. Except I
Pig-
was like, pig.
Pig's
That's
pretty
all I
cool.
remember.
He's looking. There's these certain pigs that find truffle pigs.
Didn't he love his pig?
And he loved his pig, and someone like stole it.
Didn't they
or-
kill it?
They
They
might
killed
have
it.
They might have spoiled
Spoiler
it.
alert. Oopsies.
But it was just a weird, odd movie, very interesting and
Oh,
well
I would
done.
do. I would do. If I had to be in the thing, I would do the It Pennywise thing because I would know he's just messing with me with visuals, and it's just to get you scared. And if you're not scared, then he shrinks into a little baby man.
You know, it'd be fun to do.
That's gotta be like a high,
Yeah.
like doing acid.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah.
in front of Pennywise.
Like he would show up in my living room and like be like, blah, blah, and I'd be like,
Oh yeah, you can't be
So
scared.
Enjoy the trip.
I'd be
You-
like,
you
dude,
could-
I've taken shrooms and seen myself look 80-year-old. I'm not scared of you, man.
Yeah, and he might not mess with you. You would be an adult, so he would.
He messed with the adults
Oh, he
in the
did?
second movie.
Oh, he did?
Remember? Do you
Okay.
not remember? The whole chapter 2 is him messing with them as adults.
Pick the first movie then.
No. You said now.
You know, what would be, I think Return, Night of the Living Dead would be
No!
pretty fun. Night of the Living Dead would be pretty fun.
No.
Because they're so
You talking about the
slow.
original?
Yeah, they're so slow.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, but you get enough of those fuckers
Like,
surrounding you and you slip
Think
once,
about it.
like,
Just-
accidentally.
Just
like,
from the pop culture alone that we know from watching enough zombie movies, right? you go in there
I don't
like
want to deal with
you'd
that
be like
shit. That is my nightmare.
You'd be like the master Dr. Zombie. Like people go like, this person knows how to handle them. Like I would maybe stay for
I know
a
how to
long
handle
time.
him, but what if like a big dude's a zombie and's coming at me? Like I'd be like,
They're
ah!
so slow. It'd be fun. You just take him out.
He's like that. He's okay. All right.
Yeah.
You ready for the next question?
Yeah.
All right.
I love that question.
I
That was
know.
a great
I could-
question. That was a
awesome.
good question.
I could keep going into it.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's so much we could do with that.
I know.
Let's get a bad one just to make
the
up
Exorcist
for
and
it.
I live next door.
So
Hate to be that shit.
here's
Yeah.
a bad question. All right.
A bad question.
Yeah. You're hired by Campbell's.
The
And they-
soup company?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's odd timing.
And they want you to make a new something.
soup flavor.
They go, hey, we're Campbell's. Andy Warhol really helped us out a lot for a long time. We need you to
Oh, guess
do
what? I have
something."
$1 million idea for Campbell's. So if you do this, Campbell's, I will sue. I want my percent.
Uh-oh.
They make the soup in the cans,
Yeah.
but the can is a little more smaller, so you're getting a little less soup, right?
Yep.
Hear me out. But the top part screws on. It's a plastic lid, and it has different fun crackers.
What you call me?
Whoa. That's a cool idea.
Yep, that's why I said
You get 2%.
I want 2% Campbell's.
Copyright.
So you can have different crackers
Mm-hmm.
on top of the soup. So they twist on, and it's like
Yeah. And you know what the commercial is at? It's
Yeah.
you originally talking about it, and then it shows you
yeah, because I look really
Yeah.
presentable with my
the
blanket.
Cracker Queen. That's not a good name.
No.
I don't.
No. I'll be the Soup King. Yay!
Yay!
Because I hate soup.
Yeah. All right.
Then the world is truly a comedy.
That's your biopic name, I think, because it's ironic too.
My
Yeah.
biopic name.
Yeah, that's
With
your biopic.
I hate soup. That's perfect.
No, the Soup King.
Oh, the Soup
Oh,
King.
the soup king. Okay,
That's
I
so-
can see that.
That's so terrible. It's great. I love it. What can it be like vampire madness?
Nope. Soup King.
I'm totally joking. That's the
You're the
worst.
Soup King.
I
That's
am.
it.
I am.
Soup
I've
king.
decided.
I am.
All right, you got any,
Yes.
what's the
Another
other?
question.
Sorry.
You want a good one or a bad one?
A good one, preferably, but I mean,
Alright,
Sounds
let's
like a
some,
good one.
Let's see
Sometimes
what we
the good ones are
got.
bad.
What do we got?
what do we got?
Sergey says Jaws is not a horror movie. Thank you, Sergey.
Cool.
What?
If you had to get possessed by a demon from a movie,
What the shit is going on with these questions and like things?
Oh,
like
skip that
syncing
one.
up?
We'll
no,
skip that
do
one.
it. Do it.
you want it?
Do it.
If you had to get possessed
Okay.
by a type like the Exorcist type demon or the movie Demon.
Wow.
Or
Two very specific.
what's that one? What's Night of the Demons? Is that
That's the Italian one.
what's the Tales from
Demon
the Crypt
Night?
one?
Oh,
Demon Night.
Demon
Demon
Night.
Night. Yeah.
That was a good demon
I
movie.
love that
So
one.
which demon would you want
I have
as
my
far as
answer
that
already.
goes? Pop
What?
culture.
I would do Deadites.
Deadites.
Oh.
So
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're the only demon that just like they crack wise.
Yeah.
They're there to fuck with you. They're not there
Yeah.
to like hurt you necessarily. Their goal is to kill you.
Right.
But they just want to mess with you really bad. And then you remember in Army of Darkness?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
skeletons were like, oh, I got a bone to pick with
Yeah,
you.
they're-
That's hilarious.
yeah.
And I want to be a skeleton.
So you would be
You
a
are a
skeleton. That's what they look
skeleton
like.
right
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a skeleton plus. You're skeleton plus
Yeah.
right now. We all are.
Skeleton plus.
That'd be cooler than calling us humans. I think. Like
skeleton. with
you're a
features.
skeleton plus because you have flesh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Can I pick Slimer from Ghostbusters? Because that was.
Oh yeah.
He's not
Or-
trying. He's not trying to hurt you. He's just being kind of a dick.
Th-
Miss
no,
shit,
yeah.
yeah.
Can he possess somebody? Slimer?
Yeah.
I think he goes into stuff.
He
Oh,
goes
yeah.
into stuff. He can
He's
possess.
possessed somebody?
Yeah, and they get all like green looking and stuff.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
That's a really good pick.
Because he just would want to. He just would want to do that because I think he did it like to
Safe.
eat food and stuff, and like
Yeah.
I'm down for both of
Is
those
he the
things.
friendliest demon of all time? Slimer?
Does Casper count?
Oh, I don't know. If he
Casper
is,
could count.
I'll take. I'd actually be scared at Casper. They should do a
Casper
horror.
gets
They
selfish.
should do a horror movie of Casper,
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
right?
Casper rated R.
Casper,
yeah,
the not
yeah,
Casper.
yeah,
The unfriendly.
Friendly
yeah,
ghost. Yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna say,
no, he's,
he's not
friendly.
friendly
He's
anymore.
friendly. He'll be real friendly.
He's
Like,
like, gee,
kinda-
I really
Weird
like
way.
the way
Kinda
being
like-
in your body is.
Yeah, he's like kind of like Peter
think I'll
Pan.
stay
He's kind
here
of like Peter
for a
Pan.
while.
He messes with
Forever.
the kids. He messes with the kids. He's kind of like Peter Pan, you know.
Peter Pan messes with kids.
Can Peter Pan possess?
Peter Pan takes them, doesn't he? He takes them out of the window.
like
doesn't he?
kidnaps them?
Doesn't he?
I wasn't a Disney guy. I don't know.
You go to Neverland in the middle of the night. Your parents don't know where you went.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
horrifying.
right?
Well,
Peter Pan,
Peter Pan.
peanut butter.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right. Do you have any other questions, or does anybody said anything in the chat?
No.
We
The
could
soup.
we
The
could go
soup.
to the character review now.
Okay.
You know, we got more questions if you really want one.
Let's
but-
get one more.
Get
One
one more.
more?
Yeah.
All right, let's get a good one if we can. So, you work at the coffin store,
Oh my god.
right? This is from
Yeah.
Bar Betsy, by the way.
Okay.
You work at the coffin store, and you're working there for like a month. It's going great. All of a sudden, you can't find this one coffin. You find out it's in the basement. You go in the basement and you notice that like a bunch of the coffins have vampires in them, like ancient-looking vampires.
Rave party. What? Go
That's
ahead.
that's it. That you answered me.
There's a bunch of. Are they? Is it dark down there? Is there any windows?
There's some little cracks of light coming through.
So not enough, really. If they wanted to fuck me up,
If they want, you're done, and
go back upstairs and quit.
so you
Like,
just
no.
quit and that's it. Do you tell anybody? Do you do anything?
That or I like get somebody that like doesn't work in the store and I go, oh man, I'll give you $20 to
Yeah.
go down the basement and make a lot of noise.
I think I'd make I'd make a documentary. That's
The
what I would
sleeping.
do.
You would like get
That'd be
lights to
fun.
set up.
That's a
and it
good
would, like-
documentary to make, though, right?
Yeah.
You go. You know what? I want to make a cool doc, but I don't know what to do.
How about this? A documentary
Yeah.
about a filmmaker who's going to exploit these vampires.
Yeah.
And they're not vampires.
just-
they're
why don't we just
it's
make
just
that?
a really shitty retirement
What's
home.
weird is I was joking about the vampire thing earlier, right?
Yeah.
For the biopic, and that made no sense at all. And then here we are, and we're about to do this film about vampires. We're gonna expose the vampires.
Let's do it. Expose
Let's
them.
do it.
Yeah.
It's just a really shitty retirement home.
The whole
"Aw."
movie. The whole movie, you'd be
Why
going
is
like,
that those
is it?
vampires?
You'd be like, is this
They're
guy
like,
for
my
real?
grandchildren never visit me.
Why are they so pale?
Then it would be sad because like your parents would go, why did you dig up your grandfather? Or whatever, you know what I mean? Not your parents, but just in general.
Yeah, I
like,
wouldn't think mine.
It's just be like, what are you doing digging up bodies, man? That's illegal. And they go, I was looking for vampires.
As you do.
And
Yeah.
and it's called the Vampire Looker.
The what?
The vampire looker.
Looking for
Oh.
vampires.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking.
It was straight to DVD, really.
Yeah.
I mean, they made that Bigfoot show. How many seasons did that show get?
That was goofy shit. That was
I never
goofy.
seen it. Maybe
It's always
maybe
a guy
half an
being like,
episode.
and right there.
Let's have one.
I've seen
Bigfoot.
him right over there.
Yeah.
I would probably be more likely to watch a show where they're hunting vampires.
Yeah.
So,
I would watch that.
There's more steak
like at least
there.
one episode.
Steak. That's a vampire joke.
At least
I
one
get that.
episode you would watch.
No, don't cut away and point to the camera.
I-
Yeah, I
He
know
did.
what you're
He's
doing.
allowed to.
I know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's allowed to. Because
He
when that
doesn't get
happens,
Yeah.
when that happens, he leaves his body, so another version higher of himself watches him do it, so it's different.
I don't think that happens.
Okay.
Moving along, Hellboy vs. Spawn.
Heck yeah, or hell yeah, I should say.
Right, that's the best.
Yeah.
I'm Spawn, you're Hellboy.
I'm Hellboy. I'm not
so
actually
what
Hellboy.
we do
I'm-
here, if you haven't watched the show, is we review all the different traits because we are artists and we design characters. La-di-da.
La-di-do.
Right. So, what do you think of the personality of Hellboy?
Love it. Would hang out with him. Very cool. Love that he really doesn't give a shit.
I'm waiting for you to say it.
That he loves cats.
Yep.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was waiting for that.
He loves cats, and he's from hell.
He's from hell. Just yeah. So like I give his personality like a 9.
That's cool. That's a pretty
Love
good
it.
one.
Yeah.
Great. You don't mind that he smokes cigars all the time?
He's from hell. He can do whatever shit he wants.
That's cool.
He has daddy issues, clearly.
Does he?
Yeah, he's supposed to be the guy that like ends the world, and he's like, no thanks. Rather get this chick that bursts into flame pregnant.
Yeah.
That's kind of
He's,
cool. That's really cool.
King Arthur's like son.
Son? or
Oh
something,
man, that's
yeah.
so cool.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why he left Excalibur.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Hellboy's pretty damn cool.
And he's got his big fucking fist.
Right-handed doom.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and he got the horns. I remember the first time I heard of Hellboy, I saw the comic, and I heard like these like guys at a convention talking about it. Go, Hellboy #1, it's worth like $35. Hellboy #1.
Is that how they sound at the conventions?
Yeah, yeah. And
They
I
all
was,
sound like that.
and I was like, Hellboy #1. What the? And I saw it. I go, that's cool. Like, and the fact that it was worth more money than others back then. You ever see that? You go, I'm intrigued. Like,
Yeah.
why is it worth more?
Yeah.
You know.
I talked Gus out of fucking investing in Bitcoin.
When it was $100, it was $100. I'm watching a documentary about Bitcoin. I go, I really think we should do
And
this.
I was like, nah, and this
I'm
is when
telling
we were
her.
like broke ass though.
And she's like, it's a scam.
And
No,
she
I
goes,
mean,
no, it's a scam. It's stupid. And then I mean, like, it's still. I still think it's a scam. It's still a scam.
Here's the
there
thing.
was money in that scam.
Here's the thing. Like, I don't care at all. Like,
yeah, he doesn't.
It would not change anything about who I am today. It really wouldn't.
Like, cuts to him
The
wearing
only
all
thing
white
different-
on like a speedboat somewhere, being like, I fucking used to hate boats, but now I don't.
Well, here's the main thing. Here's the main thing. Here's the main thing about it. I feel like if you earn money fast in a way where you just had a night, you were smart to do that, right? It messes with your head how you feel about money. Just for me, I'm saying this. Whereas if you like, I had to work what I really do is I work every single day, and I'm working harder and building and visioning this thing that grows, to help mental like health basically, because it helps me. Like looking at weird stuff makes me feel good,
Plus, it makes me feel good. Yeah.
So I'm happy it's going the way it's going.
Yeah, I thought of that because
It's
you were
funny
saying,
as hell. I used to bring it up all the time.
You were saying Hellboy issue 1, and I was thinking you should have bought it, and then my
Yeah.
brain was like, I stopped him from doing something else.
Well, that's your whole life though. That's your whole life with everything. It's like
You always think about
whatever you love today and don't keep it, it's going to be worth so much in like 25 years, 30 years. It's just a cycle that we all do. As a kid, I remember hearing about Mickey Mantle cards and stuff, and I was getting so Babe Ruth, and I was so infatuated with it because my grandfather had he had them all, and like his, oh no, my uncle did. My uncle had them all, and they gave them all away to the crazy guy down the street, and it was like
I collected Beanie Babies quite extensively. I had the rare Princess Diana bear.
And they're starting to be worth money again, though, now.
I still have them all.
And that's disappointing that they're worth anything, in a way.
You hate them?
I got personal reasons against them. Yeah.
Well, we gave a bunch of them to our kids. I mean, they all don't have the heart tag on them for the most part. But, I mean, I still got
should I say it? Yeah, I will say it. There was a lady who designed all the Beanie Babies.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
This is interesting.
It's a true story.
She designed all the Beanie Babies, and then the company I was working with, actually, I was his partner, but he ripped me off. She was a friend of the owner, the company, Rocket USA, and I had this idea, which came out, Puff Dogs. They're circle dogs, and they were starting to do well, but then my partner's like, he's like, why don't you do more circle things? And I was starting to, but then that lady, he said he's just going to do them all with her, and they were Major League Baseball licenses.
They're called Lubbies.
They're called Lubbies, so it was the same, the lady who designed them all, and then also Ty Beanie Baby, Ty Warner was almost going to work with us, and he didn't, so I just feel like...
So he took his few designs, and they gave it to the lady, and then she made it.
It was like not a complete rip-off of what I was doing, but it was like a...
I mean,
you could tell.
It just wasn't
Yeah.
cool. It just wasn't cool, because
It
then
was
they
a
stopped focusing on everything of mine. They stopped focusing on...
But they were like, it's just funny because they were
Yeah.
like round little legs. Love it.
Yeah.
Like-
But I got to hear the origin story of Beanie Babies
That is cool.
that
You
she
wouldn't know.
she couldn't talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's private information.
She signed an NDA. She got paid money not to talk.
Wow.
Well, then she must have talked because you heard the story.
But
so.
I do know that her sister was dating or married. I don't remember. Her sister with Ty Warner.
Oh, okay.
Ty
Well, then
from
that
Beanie
makes
Babies.
sense, right? He's
yeah,
like,
that's some insider toy information,
That's some
right?
insider trading.
I mean, hey, nice people.
I still have the Princess Diana bear, and I also have.
Yeah, I mean, changed your life. My sister was collecting them. My grandmother went crazy collecting them at McDonald's. Like McDonald's had this big campaign. It was the
teeny
only.
beanies. They were the teeny beanies.
Listen, this is the only
I had
time
every
ever.
single teeny beanie. I
But
ate so many fucking McDonald's.
If you
meals.
want your toy McDonald's, the only way you get it is you pay McDonald's. They say it's a promo, right, for your movie or whatever.
Yeah.
But Beanie Baby was so hot. So if you're so hot, Beanie Baby gets paid. So McDonald's paid Beanie Babies to have Beanie Babies in McDonald's because they knew it would work, and it worked insane. I remember my family was obsessed with it. The little Beanie Baby.
I had every
McDonald's.
single one of those.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had every freaking one of those.
Yeah. So that's the cool. That's a goal. Like to get so collective where like McDonald's pays you to work with them. Like
Yeah.
that's fun.
That's awesome. Yeah.
As long as the food's a little bit healthy, right?
I also have Spot without the spot.
We both grew up as McDonald's kids too.
I fucking love McDonald's. I still do. I'm sorry. It's
We
disgusting.
stay
I know.
away. We stay away. But I mean, I probably ate it as a kid like 18,000 times.
I just had it on, I think, Friday nights. My mom was like,
Yeah.
my dad would be at work and she'd be like tired from work and she'd go, let's go. We're going to McDonald's. And I'd be like, yes.
Yeah. It was,
Once you guys got rid of the snack wraps,
I like that. I like
nothing
that.
to do with you.
Yeah.
I hate
Didn't
that.
they bring the snack wraps back recently?
we talked about this. I
The
think we talked about
streets
this.
are saying.
Yeah.
So say the streets.
I don't know anything about that.
That's 'cause they're
I'm not that.
snack
I'm not that generation.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
Snack
WWE for me. Like
They
I don't
were
know
on the dollar
anything.
menu, weren't they? The snack wraps were on the dollar menu.
Yeah, well, at one point,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like knowing about Steve Austin.
They were like your little shitty health options that were still bad
oh,
for
we're
you.
getting-
I loved them.
I
They
know,
were
I know,
so
I know.
good.
Okay, so hold
Okay,
up.
so-
So we got 9.
9 for personality.
Let's go to his wardrobe.
Love it.
What is it?
It's
Just
like a trench coat and those high-waisted pants with little bandage wrapping and the cool ass goggles and shit. And his
Yeah.
hair, and he takes care of his
Wait,
facial.
whoa, goggles.
Like on the top of his head, don't he have like
Those are
the?
just horns.
No, I thought he.
Sometimes
oh,
he
they
might.
Didn't he wear goggles at one point?
Ever?
In like a
Maybe?
scene?
No.
Maybe once or twice.
Maybe.
But
I could
No,
see it.
I know he's
Horns.
got his shaved
I
horns.
could see it. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm thinking maybe his facial hair is like he takes care of his facial hair. Shit, I keep hitting my microphone. I give him, and he's got cool
Facial
sweet
hair's
ass
wardrobe?
goth boots. Like
Yeah.
he's.
Well, that's Ron Perlman, but
Yeah.
like comic version, he's just free balling. He's got no shirt.
Yeah,
He's
no
got
shirt.
these little short shorts.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's got little hooves.
Yeah, he has the
Yeah.
hooves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love how like Mignola had the nuts. To just like he's like a middle-aged man. He's
Yeah.
bald.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
We were watching the documentary about him.
Yeah.
Mike Mignola.
Yeah.
That's on my list. I really want to see that.
It's pretty good. Yeah. I didn't watch the whole thing, but what I saw was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I give his wardrobe I'd say like a 6.
Okay.
It probably
That's
gets
not
cold
bad.
in the winter.
What about his art style?
Art style, the comic was like I was even saying it was such a standalone,
Right.
standout. I mean, I'm gonna give him a 10.
Nice. He deserves
He
it.
deserves it.
He's a good
Yeah.
dude.
Like all those dark shadows.
Oh,
It's
I
like
know.
Just like filling in those little pops of color.
I saw him
I know,
once
yeah.
at Dragon Con, the creator of Hellboy. You know, I used to do Dragon Con all the
Dragon
time.
Con's
I'd
down
sell,
in Atlanta, Georgia.
we'd
on,
sell our
on
art
Labor
and
Day
stuff.
weekend,
And
yeah.
he was there, and like no one was at his table for this moment. I don't know if it was busy, but I was like, what is going on? Like, why is nobody here?
I think
Like,
they had him in the wrong section if we saw him because like he should be like where like
he should be like put away from like he just was mingled in with artists who are like up and coming and not even done it much.
he was established. Like he should. I feel like
And-
they put. I feel like they.
I'm hoping like it was just he's about to do a signing or something, but it was just neat. I just saw him. I think I said I love
He's
your
like,
work.
no, I just come to this table to fart and I leave.
I know he's I know he's doing well. I'm pretty sure
He's gotta
The
be.
The documentary
He produced all
seems.
those movies.
Yeah.
He does like stuff just to help other people. I saw. So
Yeah.
he-
He's
seems
cool.
like a great guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he seems like a cool ass dude.
I love his story. I think it's when you see an artist from a kid and they love it and he does it and he's like me in the aspect where he's just obsessed with keep making stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, I could do whatever I want. Like I could read a book today, but he doesn't. He just makes stuff. you
Yeah,
know?
he's obsessed with all those old books, the 1950s, isn't it? The 40s.
This is how I feel about it, though. It's like he created his own world, and those characters rely on him in a way. And I think he feels that maybe like they rely on him. He's their creator, you know.
He's so unique.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just interesting because it's like if that world like knew that he was their god in a sense, you know, it's like very weird.
Maybe he is Hellboy. So what did I say? What did...
He's out of 10.
10.
Which I,
Oh, yeah.
hot,
Yeah.
hot take, but I think
Hot topic.
early Hellboy is way better than later Hellboy.
Oh, yeah, of
probably,
course,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When he stopped drawing shoulders,
Uh-huh.
listen. It's so unique. I love it. I loved like Seed of Destruction, like first Hellboy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. You know.
I gotta compare the old and new art because I think you're right, and I think I forgot that happened because like I look at his work and I'm like, oh, it's good, yeah, it's original. But I think you're right. When it was older, it was even more incredible.
Yeah,
you know?
I
Yeah.
got these like printed cards of like there was a limited
Yeah.
edition for Dark Horse, and it had like all these iterations, and it was
Wow.
like, first beta Hellboy, and
Yeah.
then it was like early, then it was later, and I just realized.
You know what I think it is? It's like I love the crudeness. I love the beginning, like the old Simpsons. I loved it the most. And it's like when you get so good, it's a little bit too
Yeah,
good.
but I mean, I think it's the opposite. I feel like his older art's so clean, and later on,
Oh, it was? Okay.
He got like it was like this grunginess, and it was like
Ah.
no shoulders. And
Oh, you're
the
saying
dark
you're saying
shadows.
opposite.
To
Now I'm
me,
confused.
it's opposite, but
Yeah.
artist perspective is probably different.
What about his abilities?
He could end the world, so a 10.
Like I don't even have to really get into
He
it.
can.
Like,
He could end the world.
Yeah,
How
He's supposed to.
how is he supposed to do it?
bring about the
Like-
apocalypse and do all this stuff.
Yeah.
He puts his hand in this big thing, and then
Yeah.
boom, then hell goes to earth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And he'd be like, and he'd be the king of it, right?
Yeah, but the thing
Yeah.
that makes him so unique is that the Nazis
Yeah.
resurrected him there, or like
Yeah.
brought him to.
I
the
love
earth.
that. I love
Yeah.
that.
And then at the very moment,
Yeah.
the Allies come in, and then they take him.
Yeah.
And then they
And then-
raise him.
Yeah, and then he becomes a Catholic, and he's like he's
Yeah.
a rocker.
Yeah.
He's cool.
And he knows
yeah.
what he could do. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
He
a-
knows what he can do and he don't want to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That makes him like one of the coolest.
He's like,
characters
Papa,
ever.
I do not want to do it.
Yeah.
That's a
his
good.
accent,
That's
yeah.
a well-written
This
character.
is how he talks now.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
well
But in
written
like
character.
the way he has the disposition of like a plumber. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, but he knows.
And he has a ton of cats.
Yeah.
And,
But-
And
like,
he's got a
he
whole.
knows
He's got a
he's
Hulk
gonna-
Hogan hairdo.
Yeah, he knows how the world ends. He knows he's gonna do it, but
Yeah.
he's gonna have fun either way.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
gonna kill demons either way.
Yeah.
He's gonna still end it.
He has to, yeah.
Oh, that's
He
not.
does,
That's
yeah.
weird. Oh.
At some point. Not today,
Yeah.
but,
Still
you know.
does it.
Tell them,
He doesn't have a choice, really.
Yeah. Well, continuing on. So that was.
I rated them all.
That was all that we got.
Hellboy gets
He's high. Wow.
an 8.75.
Wow, 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 wow.
Now, I love Spawn way more.
Hellboy.
Okay, let's hear it.
I love Spawn way more because
Because he is so cool.
I'm sorry.
no, he kind of changed my life. So
Really?
definitely,
about it.
Todd MacFarlane definitely changed my life.
Did you hear that, Todd?
He
changed
did.
his
we loved
life.
it.
He did. I mean, it was just like I was a kid. I was this heavy, really heavy kid when not many kids were heavy, and
Little.
found these kids that were really good artists in my art class, and I was terrible, and they made fun of me. Like they knew I sucked. Like they talked bad. You know what I mean? And it hurt my feelings. It crushed me. But they told me about Image Comics and Spawn and Pitt, and they had them, and like they had money. I had like barely any money, so I made myself get a little job shoveling coal. Did I ever talk about this?
No, you shoveled coal
He
like it
shoveled-
was
Yeah.
like the 1920s?
I was 250 pounds. I'm like 13 years old, and my life is hell. And I want to buy these Image Comics, so I start shoveling coal for $2.50 an hour. And it was the hardest work of my life because I was just a heavy kid who like hated life. And I worked my ass off. I was so sore, and then like I didn't want to do it anymore because it was so hard work. But I wanted to get paid. And when I went to get paid, this is what made me not want to do it. I went to get paid, and he gave me $2 an hour. And I said, "You told me it was $2.50 an hour." And he goes, "No, I changed my mind. It's $2 an hour." And he gave me less, and it pissed me off. So I didn't go back for that reason. But I took all that money and instantly spent it all
How
on
many
Image
hours
Comics.
did you work, man?
I don't know. It was maybe like
$2 an hour? That's highway robbery.
I know, because Image Comics at the time were $1.95.
Oh.
So, and there was tax in my state. Delaware, no tax.
No,
I
that's
love it.
awesome.
But yeah, so seeing those comics and then and not even realizing at the time like how big of a deal it was that he left Marvel and DC. I mean, yeah, to just go like, you know what? I'm doing my own thing. Fuck you guys. This is how it's fucking done. You're not fucking with artists. And he took all the other artists because he was a leader. And like
Yeah.
that's such a fucking revolution, massive move that doesn't happen in anything for the most part. So he revolutionized the world with that. All these things were happening in the 90s about that. And it's like, that's like the American dream. Why are you laughing your ass off? Because my tongue's blue?
No, Jesus. No, I was going to go to the microphone and go, I have the Princess Diana baby.
You should have. You could have.
Now it's too late.
Um,
Too late, I
Mr.
ruined it.
Chance.
Sorry.
But yeah. It's just like, it's so fucking cool that he did that. And I remember finding the comic, and I didn't even know who Spawn was. It was issue 5, you know, and it had the newsprint like barcode on the cover,
Yeah.
which was different, you know. But there was Overkill and Spawn on the cover, and I didn't know who the fuck Spawn was. I thought it was Overkill, but thank God it wasn't. That character sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Spawn, that's my little story.
That's cute.
Yeah.
So what do you rate him art style wise?
Well, you're giving Hellboy 10. I'm giving Spawn a 10 then.
That's
'cause
fine. man.
after what I just said,
I don't get upset. You guys are the ones that get upset at me sometimes when I
Yeah.
go to how you go, oh,
I've recently
boo.
been using when I was a teenager. I used to have those inking pens.
Oh, like the calligraphy pens.
Yeah, the ones
you
you for inking for comics. And I recently started doing it again, and I haven't since I was like a teenager.
I kind of want to get a rapidograph
And
pen
I
again.
love it. Yeah, me too.
Those things are cool. The rapidograph pen is like the pen that no matter what angle you hold it or whatever, it just produces the same line consistency. So that like you press hard, you press
Yeah.
light, you still get the same.
They're expensive, and you
They're not
can't.
expensive. They're like $50.
I'm a little heavy-handed sometimes.
He's gonna snap that.
So
tip right the fuck
I've
off.
broke
I'm
a few
telling
of
you
them.
right now.
I broke a few of them.
They are gonna go bye bye.
But I love
He
them.
does it,
I love
He's
them.
gonna go doink, and it's just gonna break. Like,
No, I got a good hand for
Uh-oh.
stuff, but
What?
Emmy's camera's out of battery.
ooh.
What the hell? They all charged.
Well, change battery pack.
You changed the battery pack. Okay, fine then. I'll just on the wide shot then.
Yep.
As we were saying,
Okay, so what do
Yeah.
you rate him personality-wise, Spawn?
his personality, now that I think about it, like him as, because like there's the human version sort of him when he takes his mask off,
Yeah.
and he was in war and stuff. I mean, his personality seems really like kind of weak actually. Like
He's very broody.
right?
Moody.
Very, very
he reminds me
broody.
of an emo kid.
Yeah.
But
You
like,
know
but
more
it's
about him than I
basically,
do.
He's just a charred corpse.
He's kind of like
Yeah.
a blank though, isn't he? His
Well,
personality a little bit.
No, no.
He's very motivated. He's very
Yeah.
broody. He's like, his whole thing is very like, oh, I'm always in pain and I'm always suffering. This
Yeah.
life
Yeah.
sucks."
What's he in pain from? Like,
Because he's a mercenary
okay.
Yeah.
who just got fucked over and
Right.
murdered in his job.
Yeah.
And then whatever the king of hell or whoever it was, the Violator was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Violator.
He
Yeah.
came up and was like, yep, you're my hellspawn.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
And you're
Yeah.
going to take vengeance on anyone who's ever done wrong. And then that's his story. That
Yeah.
now he's a superhero. And
Yeah.
And he used to watch his, like, wife
His kid,
bang
yeah.
Yeah, his wife.
His best friend.
And that's why he feels like a monster. He's
Wasn't
Yeah.
it
like
his
the
best
Thing.
friend that screwed him
Yeah.
over?
I think it was.
His
Yeah,
best
or
friend.
it was the Violator.
So-
or it was the
It was his best friend,
Disruptor
and then his
something.
best friend's doing his wife. I'd be upset too. I'd be like,
Yeah.
this sucks. I'm
Yeah.
gonna find a way to haunt this house at least.
yeah. And then he's like
So
this weird
he's going through
charred
hell.
corpse.
He's going
Yeah.
through hell.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's this weird charred corpse.
I
who has
forgot.
this
Thank
weird-
you. Thank you.
power.
Like
Yeah.
it's been so long since I read the comics. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so he's a
Okay.
good dude. Sounds like he's a good dude who just gets fucked over pretty bad, and he's doing the best he can. So
Hashtag relatable. No.
I'll give him a 7.5.
Okay. All right.
You know-
7.5.
Like I probably wouldn't want to hang out with him too much.
Nah, it's probably.
I'd be like, hey man, at least you're really fucking cool, dude.
But
Like
can you enjoy anything like a movie?
Yeah.
At least?
I'd be like,
Can you eat a sandwich or something?
Like,
you're good with
ooh,
guns. You're good with your fucking cape, chains. You're like the chain wizard.
Use
You
that.
like chains,
yeah, I'd be
yeah.
like, use that cape
Fucking-
and turn it into a smile.
you
Like,
know?
All right. So then, what do you rate his abilities?
Oh, 10,
Oh.
right?
Maybe, yeah. He can spawn chains. He spawns guns.
What's up with the meter? Does that ever run out? I didn't watch. I stopped paying attention after like.
meter?
What the shit are you
Okay,
talking about?
maybe they got rid of it. In the comics, there used to be like every time he used his powers, his meter would go down. You would see
Like a
it.
video game? I
Yeah,
don't remember that.
it was in comics. Maybe it's different.
Maybe it was a different kind of.
If it doesn't
concept.
exist in this world, apologies to
Mandela.
the Mandelas. But
he can spawn everything but happiness.
I guess they figured something out with that shit. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Whoa, he seems a little overpowered.
he is overpowered. I'm giving him a
That's what I'm
10.
looking
I'm
at.
giving him a 10.
All right.
Did any other
Give him a
cameras-
10. Yeah,
did we
I'll
lose
let
any
you
other
know.
cameras?
Okay. And then what is his? I guess the overall art style.
No, you said that. You're talking about his
Oh, his
wardrobe.
His wardrobe. My bad.
Wardrobe. He's got some
Metal as
different.
fuck.
He's got
Yeah,
some.
I know, right?
He's got some different
Very
wardrobes.
Hot Topic
Yeah.
vibes.
He's cool. It's like It's like
I didn't say he wasn't cool. I just said Hot Topic.
it
vibes.
can't be in this world. It has to be in the comic world. The way he draws capes and stuff.
Only Todd McFarlane could do something like that.
Yeah, or those artists. There's some artists that he hired. I feel like they know his style better than he does. He's smart about picking them for the most part. But yeah, it's really fantastical and it works only in the comics. We're done.
Everything is dead except for me. So
Okay.
this is gonna happen.
That's it. We just end it. Let's just end it.
Like, well,
Yeah.
hold on, but we have
Yeah.
to give him a final score. What do you give his
I'm
abilities?
not gonna be tripped over all the wires.
Well, every-
Whoa!
his wardrobe, I'll give an 8.
All right. Sorry, guys. I don't know how we messed
8.
this up again.
Wardrobe 8.
Not good.
Wardrobe 8.
Okay,
8.
wardrobe 8.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta charge the batteries longer probably next time.
Dude, they were charging for so long.
8.875.
Who won?
Oh, Spawn one.
Spawn 1.
Spawn one.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, good.
No, but I yeah, whatever. It's all fun.
Yeah.
I have the Princess Diana beater.
Alright, see you guys next time.
Sorry, I don't
Much
know what
love.
happened. It's because it's cold. Bye.
It's
Love
all right.